Healthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foobar Show!
Hey, what is up, everyone? I'm Jeff C.
I'm Josh.
Thank y'all very much for listening to the Foobar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. You can always reach us at Foobar Show. That's FWBarshow.com. And FWBar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, foo?
Of course, Foo. Of
Yeah,
course.
man. On tap today. You know what? You know what tomorrow is, Josh? Huh?
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
God damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, on tap today we have Anonymous. Hey, what's up, Anonymous?
What's up, man? How's it going?
It's been
What's
going good,
happening,
man. It's been a while, man. I think the last time that we met up, like officially in person, was over at Foobar Fest back in June of 2019. Does that sound about right?
Last year. That was last year.
That was almost a year ago, man. Time flies. And a lot has
That's
happened
crazy.
since then, obviously, with this whole COVID-19 thing. How have you been keeping busy, man?
Shit, man. I've just been at the house, working on music,
Yeah.
cleaning, being a good housewife.
There you go.
Gotta start early.
There you go.
Yeah, try not to, I have to fucking be busy or else I'm just gonna lose my mind, bro.
Yeah,
What
no,
kinda-
dude, for real. That's good. You got to.
What kind of stuff are you doing?
And you guys? What have you guys been up to?
Well, what kind of stuff are you up to? Like, you just sweeping the house, making dinner and shit?
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Are
it.
you a regular
It stops
Betty
right
Crocker
there?
over there?
Bought a little George Foreman grill, like the one you connect to the wall, and it grills like the
Oh,
chicken and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I
Now we're
wanted to go to
talking.
Home Depot to buy a grill, but dude, that line to get in there is fucking crazy.
Oh, bro,
Dude.
you got to order it online. Let me tell you something right now. The one over here by my house, I put my orders in. I've been getting materials. You know, I've been trying to stay busy myself on the weekends and such. But you can get the app, and then you just put your order in the app, and then they have curbside pickup, man. So like the other day, I took advantage of it like a motherfucker. Like I ordered all kinds of shit, and here I am with my Chrysler 300, no business, carrying all this brick. And and I pull up, and the guy's like, "Really?" I was like, "Just put it in the trunk, bro."
Wow.
I greased this palm
You're
with
that
a
piece of
5.
shit?
No, we made it happen, man. And so yeah, I got brick.
That's right.
And they brought it to the car, dude. It was like McDonald's, but at Home Depot, dude. You just got to be
I
ahead of
seen
it.
it at Best Buy. They have that curbside too.
Yeah.
But I seen it on a video. Someone was using like a little RC car to transfer the item and stuff.
That's pretty dope.
That's
I
pretty
wish I would
cool.
have seen that.
That's social
But Foo,
distancing.
what are
right
you
there.
what are you using that brick for?
Don't worry about it. No, I'm just repaving the backyard a little bit, just making it look fancier and shit. So I'm gonna do away with some of the rock and maybe put together. So I'm just trying to stay busy, bro. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
It needs a nice shrubbery.
Yeah, that's what it needs too.
There's
Yeah,
another one right next to it with a little path in the middle.
stupid Josh.
You're welcome.
Yeah, dude, and you know who else is doing that, and also very efficiently as well as Bevmo. Dude, I
heard
picked up
Bevmo's
some.
been
I
doing
think
good.
I forget the name, but there was like this $10 bottle of vodka, fucking big ass plastic bottle of vodka for $10. I put my order in for that and picked it up hours later. It was amazing. A matter of fact, I'm drinking it right now.
Yeah.
I made something called a "Don't Call Me a Shirley Temple." Don't call me Shirley Temple. It's pretty much a Shirley Temple with a shitload of vodka in it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I got it in my
Damn.
big cup. So it's working out, bro. We'll see what happens at the end of this podcast.
That's right.
After smoking a big fat one, too. Have you guys been smoking some fat ones lately?
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
man. Been smoking like a chimney.
It's,
Yeah.
it's part of staying
Yeah,
sane.
I have something to confess. Last Thursday, I bought 2 grams from that Hyperwolf delivery service.
Uh-huh.
I finished those 2 grams by Sunday.
That's
Of
what's been
dab,
happening,
yeah.
bro. I'm dangerously low on ganja myself, dude.
Dude, I went to pick up again, obviously.
Of course, you're not stupid.
I didn't stop.
To go get the essentials on.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
come on, dude. They're essential workers too, bro.
Yeah, you got to keep them busy.
Dude, I give them a tenner. I'm like,
No,
hey, man. You need more than I do.
That's where I was at today. There's a place called Captain Jack's right here in Redlands.
Ah,
It's like an old strip club. It looks like a strip club, but it's a weed shop.
Nice.
Yeah, that shit looks legit too. They say they have like they have Wi-Fi there, so you can take your laptop and work on stuff.
Yeah,
like
you can.
There. But I mean, like with this whole COVID thing, you just have to get in and get out.
Oh shit! You mean you can't take advantage of the buffet?
Damn it!
Because that's why you go to the strip club, for the buffet.
For that buffet, man. Damn wings, though, Foo. Damn wings.
I mean, they're the best in town.
The eggs too. Always get the eggs.
Mm-hmm. Come for the titties. Come on the titties. Stay for the wings. That's what my grandpappy used to say.
When this is all said and done, when we're reopened, we're going to Redlands to Captain Jack's. Because, goddamn it, I need to see that refined strip club.
Matter of fact, Captain Jack's sounded oddly familiar to me. I can't believe we're not doing the joint report right now, but Captain Jack sounds familiar to me. I think that they sell the Wilfred joints there. Did by chance you see any Wilfred joints there, Anonymous?
I'm not too sure, but I bought some joints there. I honestly don't even pay attention to the brand. I just smell it. I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Are you familiar with Wilfred?
There's so many names though. Like there's like Luke Kane OG. There's Blueberry fucking Blue Balls OG or something like that.
that reminds me of that scene in Tropic Thunder. It was I don't know what the gun's name is. I just know the sound it makes when it kills a person. It's like, I don't know the name of my weed. I just know the feeling I get when I'm high.
Yeah. But do you know who Wilfred is? The TV show that used to be on TV there. Are you familiar? It's pretty much like a guy dressed like a dog, and only Elijah Wood's character could see him. Are you familiar with him?
Okay, is that the one that it's like that little character with the backpack all the time, right?
No,
and he has that dog with the glasses.
No.
What's Adventure Time on?
That's Adventure Time.
Yeah, that's Adventure Time.
That'd be weird if he did it. No, there's something else. It's some Australian cat playing a guy in a dog suit that only Elijah Wood's character can see. Everybody else sees him as a dog.
Yeah. I've seen commercials for that show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, anyway,
I never seen it though.
The actor has a weed business and he makes joints, and it looks like a Marlboro pack, but it's just the fucking face of Wilfred on the front. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And I think they may sell them there at Captain Jack's. That's where I was going with all that. But
it's not surprising too, because like around San Bernardino, there's a lot of like small hole in the walls, like butt shops that aren't like legal.
Mm-hmm.
But then they just open up two of them, which is Captain Jack's, and there's another one called Empire, and it's like legit. They have like iPads. It tells you what the strain. They tell you how much percentage, details, what it's for, and stuff like that.
Trying to be an
That
Apple
sounds
store.
a lot like MedMen.
MedMen.
Yeah, it's pretty much that, but in San Bernardino.
Well, man. Hey, so you guys just want to get into the music here? I want to listen to some of your tracks, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. I want to listen to some
go for it.
All right, dude. Well, hey, man, a couple of weeks ago, you put out a music video for a song called Better Days. Has it been like a month already or more than that?
I think it's been like 2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what time is anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot today was Thursday. I almost forgot to hit you up. I was like, oh, shit, son, I got to hit him up. And I'm glad you responded.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tell us a little bit about this one, man. It's about the quarantine, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of it was like I was seeing hearing about the whole COVID thing and started seeing just hearing about it, and it wasn't until I mean, it wasn't really affecting me. It was more when it affected my job, and they laid me off. And I was like, oh shit! But I didn't want that to be the reason to, because I already had part of the song written, but I didn't want me losing my job, not inspire me. So I used that to push me to write the rest of that song. Just like for
Dang.
anybody going through the same thing, like losing their jobs, and especially with like what's going on now,
Yeah.
all this hysteria, like it's pretty crazy. It's just trying to be positive when it's not so positive right now.
I hear that, man. It's easy to lose your freaking marbles sometimes, but especially in a situation like that where they lay you off, you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
Yeah, and I was only there for like a month, and then a month, like a few weeks before that, I had another job, and then laid me off too. So I was like, fuck,
Dang.
can't catch a
Oh,
break.
damn.
No chill.
Hey, but I'm making the unemployment bucks money, so
Well, there you go.
I'm getting paid more to be at home than to work.
That's what a lot
So
of
it
people are
works out.
saying.
Yeah, so it all
Yeah.
works out.
So hey, more power to you, bro. You do what you
More
gotta
time
do.
for music.
Yeah. It's like you're being paid to be a musician.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, and smoke weed.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll go. Let's go ahead and listen to it.
What up, world? I know shit's out of hand right now, shit's a little hectic right now, but I wanna give you this feeling that I've been feeling. Waking up, feeling good, feeling great. Got another day of life and some food on my plate. But wait, I'm still grinding. Got a 9 to 5 and I'm still rhyming. Feels good to be alive in. Vibing to the rhythm of the beat. Flow so hot, it's been known to give you heat on those cold days and them dark nights. So I play my part right. Make sure to get my art life. Yeah, I've had a hard life, but I'm doing better now. I've upgraded to a better sound, better style. I've been known to get around like Tupac. This that back in the day shit you hear on a boombox. I'm giving you a sense of serenity every time you play this in your vicinity. Consider me the last few that remain to do this for the love and stay true to the game. And I'll be here when you need better days. So just sit back, relax and get away. Cause I got something that'll ease your mind. A peace of mind by giving you a peace of mind. To all my dreamers out there, stay dreaming, stay believing in your passion. Never let it pass in. Cause I seen friends let their dreams burn to ashes. Then they asking why the hell they stay bitter. But no, not me, mama didn't raise a quitter. I've been through all the ups and downs. I ain't saying that I made it, but that day's gonna come around. But now I'm underground. You know you love it how I stay positive and optimistic. Man, I'm just happy that I have a pot to piss in. Used to say life's a bitch, now I say life's a gift. Call it my enlightenment, call it my righteousness. Man, whatever it is, I'm never fighting this. That's why I'm writing this, feeling deep within my soul. Deep within my soul, it's deeper than you know. Define peace, release, and let it flow. And I'll be here when you need better days. So just sit back, relax and get away. Cause I got something that'll ease your mind. A peace of mind by giving you a peace of mind. LA, I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you. New York, I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you. Chi-Town, I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you. The whole world, I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you. LA, I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you. New York, I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you. Chi-Town, I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you. The whole world, I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you.
You.
Yeah. That was fucking that was awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, bro.
Just have a nice bowl while you just kick back and listen to that one.
That one just felt good to record and do the video.
Yeah, our boy Nuncio did that one for you, right?
Yeah.
How was that? Like, what was the locations? I saw you were like on a rooftop or something.
That was at his house.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I showed him the song and he just kept saying like, I want to do a video on my roof. And when I just good timing because I sent him the song and he's like, all right, be at my house tomorrow at 6 a.m. so we can do this video. So we got a bunch of shots right there on the roof. And he's like, all right, smoke. I want you to smoke and blow smoke, and then smoke, and then just blow all the smoke. And I kept doing it and doing it. I was so faded. Like at 6 a.m, I was like stoned. And like I'm rapping on top of his roof, and I'm singing, and I'm loud, and like it's the whole neighborhood can hear me.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised no one said like, "Hey, shut the fuck up," or "Hey, like we're trying to go to sleep." But it was pretty cool. And then the park, there's like a park right there down the street from his house.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we did the whole thing, just walking out of his house, going to the park, which is like up the street.
Yeah. It looks pretty
It was
clean.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah. How long?
Yeah,
So
it
it
was
just took
fun.
you a weekend or like one day or?
That was it. We did it at 6 a.m, and we finished recording and editing the video at 12 or 1 in the afternoon.
What? Oh man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We were on it. Yeah, we were on it.
You had a mission. Did you? So you already had everything planned out, I take it.
And I guess in a way, I think he knew he had more or less of what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't have a plan. I was just like, let's just fucking shoot something. And I think he already had an idea in his head.
Right.
So I was like, all right. I just told him like, 'cause usually whenever we do videos, I always tell him like to direct me or just like guide me, like, hey, is it cool or whatever. But usually like for like something like that. But since it's like more of like a day song, he kind of like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I guess he kind of captured it. We caught the vibe pretty good.
The trumpet gives it that vibe, that that early day kind of sunny afternoon type of thing.
Yeah.
Sort of. No, that's dope, man. So that song exclusively only found in YouTube currently?
Yeah, it's mostly because I don't own that beat. I didn't make that beat.
Mm-hmm.
It was more or less like I just wanted to write, and I just found a beat online and I liked it. I was like, I'm just gonna rap too and just
practice
fucking
your
have
reps
fun with
on it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's a catchy one, man. That's for sure.
Thanks, man. I know too. It's like a lot. It's like it's still in my realm of like underground, but like I don't really sing as much, so I'm learning how to do that. And I guess like to be more comfortable on camera, like the dancing and stuff. Like he's like, hey, you gotta dance, like dance on the roof and shit. So I was like, it's just like bringing out like another. I'm just trying to be different than I was before.
You just gotta work out that muscle.
Yeah.
Flex that muscle, man, whenever you can.
Yeah. It was good too. Like I was comfortable. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt so comfortable to be on camera. Like usually it's like I had to like get it here and there and try to like get into the groove. But with that one, it was just easy. That and I was so stoned, so I didn't really eat too much. I was like, that's the formula right there. Get high before I do everything.
Yeah.
It's the cure all.
Yeah. It takes off the edge. Yeah.
Always. Always. Cool. So this next one that we're gonna play today, it's "Where You Been."
Yeah.
So this one, obviously, I guess my interpretation of this one is that you got the feeling that a lot of people were coming up to you and asking you, "Hey, do you have any new material?" But you've been putting shit out. They don't seek it out. So it's just like, this is where I've been, motherfucker. Is that pretty much what it is?
Pretty much. This is like for a whole year, because ever since I dropped that project, Touch the Sky.
Yeah.
And then I did a video with Nuncio like in March, like last year. And then from there, it's like people would hit me up like every other day, like, so do you make music no more? You don't even rap no more. You don't even do that. And I was like, this is around the time I met my girlfriend too. So I was just kind of like, I got a new job, and I was like, it was like a lot of hours. I was trying to find the balance. Yeah. And then I just met my girlfriend, so I was like pursuing her, trying to live my life a little bit before I can, because usually how it is, I need to live my life a bit in order to rap about something new.
Right.
I don't want to be rap about the same thing. So I rap about what goes on in my life and what inspires me. Yeah. And then people were just like, so what's up? And it's like, man, you're not going to drop anything. So people would tell me shit like that too. So it would like at first I was like, man,
that guy's a dick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I can't get mad because like they're like, you guys want to listen to me, but at some point, like kind of like, man, you don't even rap, like, and I'm like, come on, bro, like, that's why I made that song.
Man, I'm standing right here, bro. Like, what?
I made it out of anger, like I was like pissed. I was like, here, you want something? I'm gonna give you something. Yeah. And then the funny thing is, I dropped that video, and then I dropped the Better Days a week or two after that.
All right.
So it was a two for one in that month.
That'll get him to shut up.
And I still got more to come.
Sick.
I've been working on more stuff.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Well, it's always nice when you put something out, man. It's always really melodic. At least the more recent stuff that you've been putting out is really melodic. So let's go ahead and listen to Where You Been.
So I have people coming up to me like, hey, Anonymous, man, you make music more, man. Where's the music, man? You gave up or what, man? As I set it off like Queen Latifah, while I kick back high off that Grace Diva. You know the routine, puffing on that blue dream. I smoke blunts and no, I don't front. I ain't trying to be another SoundCloud rapper just to make a quick meal so I can bounce out after. I'm on another pedigree, trying to leave a legacy. You know they will mention me like, oh, remember me? Ain't about the Benjamins, it's all about your energy. Cause you can be the poison or you can be the remedy. Think about it better, yeah, be about it. Go and read about it, do and the deeper dream about it. You can take action or you can die hoping. Shit, I'd rather dream with my eyes wide open. Listen, that's the difference between me and you. To keep faking the funk and I continue being true, yo. They like Anonymous, tell me where you been at. I've been living life trying to make my ends stack. We've been waiting around for you to come through. So here I am, giving something y'all to bump to. They like Anonymous, tell me where you been at. I've been living life trying to make my ends stack. We've been waiting around for you to come through. So here I am, giving something y'all to bump to. There ain't a material on God's green earth from my bank account to tell me the amount that I'm worth. Nah. I'm made in the image of the infinite. Gotta love my flow till the beat is just intimate. I know you're digging this, the way I'm spitting this. You would swear that I took the drug from Limitless. It's been a minute since you heard me say your rhyme. Negativity and fear's been trying to break my mind. Took a pause for the cause to identify my flaws. Y'all been waiting and I don't mean to be rude. It's useless to make music if I'm not in the mood. Haven't been inspired, but lacking the desire. But trashing on my passion surely sparked the fire. Getting sick and tired of folks acting like I gave up. Had to fall back to remember where I came from. Never changed up, still rocking to the same drums. While rappers copy styles like they Shang Tsung. Like who's who and damn man it's a shame son. Enough about them, it's me you've been looking for. The same reason these promoters go and book me for. They like Anonymous, tell me where you been at. I've been living life trying to make my ends stack. We've been waiting around for you to come through. So here I am, giving something y'all to bump to. They like Anonymous, tell me where you been at. I've been living life trying to make my ends stack. We've been waiting around for you to come through. So here I am, giving something y'all to bump to. Bump to, man, I'm giving something y'all to bump to. Bump to, yo, I'm giving something y'all to bump to. Bump to, man, I'm giving something y'all to bump to. Bump to, if you disagree, then fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Is the birds chirping? Is this part of the song, bro?
Nah, it's just the ending. A lot of it, like you hear like little gaps. It's for the video. All of us was for the video.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, the song. It's just we made like little parts in the video to go for like it wasn't nothing to do with the song.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So it's all visual.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm not going insane.
Well, it kind of went with your background there, Josh. You're hanging out with the Ewoks in the forest.
Yeah.
I'm being tranquil, food. I'm being one with the force, and the force is with me.
Yeah, man. Well, I think I think I was gonna say I think we're all feeling a certain kind of way right now because I know I ripped the bong load not too long ago. Josh, I mean, why not? And Anonymous, did you partake today?
What happened?
Did you partake in some ganja time today?
Oh yeah. It's all
Nice.
every day when I wake up.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, that's gonna dovetail nicely into this last track, man. Feel like this. It's probably one of my favorite tracks off of that first album you put out, man. Let's go ahead and listen to that.
Hey man, how far you going, man?
Oh, right here it'd be fine, man.
Oh, man, you ain't not scared of a little speed, are you, man?
Oh, you got some speed, man?
Huh? Oh, speed? No, I don't got no speed, man. Hey, you know what I do got though, man? I got a joint, man.
Oh, wow. All
Yeah.
right.
Hey, come on, light it up. Let's get Chinese eyes, man.
Yo, you know I gotta start my days with the wake and bake. When I'm hungover, heads banging like an 808. You know me, got OG, I'm Kobe when I fade away. If you can't handle it, suggest that you stay away. You know my style, roll it up with the white out. Chillin' with the homies like who got the light now. Light it up so we can get high as fuck. I'm always high, but never high enough. I'm not saying I'm a pothead, I'm not. I'm just saying that I smoke a lot. Word to Keith Murray, I'm always on a hurry to hit the shop so the fine chicks can serve me. The herb G, tell them that I need the bomb ass sativa. To ease my mind, just need a dime, cause all I got is 20. Need the rest of my money to buy a 6-pack of that big wave, so I can just kick back at my housing, just lounging, light a sack and just start pounding. Enjoy my high, enjoy my surroundings. Remember back in the days when I wouldn't smoke and I saw the homies doing it, man, I couldn't cope. And while they really love feeling high, till I took my first hit and started feeling wild like damn. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me it would feel like this. Yo, smoke a lot, got my lungs doing overtime. I'm always high, never ever got a sober mind. Damn man, the ganja is my remedy. They get my head blown like Mr. Kennedy. If it's homegrown, then I'm in my own zone. If it's medical, then I feel incredible. If it's edible, then I'm on another planet. If it's waxing, man, I can barely manage. But all I really need's a blunt to get me good, man. I don't even need the front, I'll be real. Can't smoke like be real. Or Snoop Dogg or even Red Meth, cause they said it the best. If I do, it's begin to slug. Highly doubt I'll win an award or win a cup. Don't do it for the sport, do it for the lifestyle. Live a stress-free when my life's quite wild. And on my nights out, got my car hot box. Cost so much you think we need a car drive. Roll down the windows, let out the endo. Just another night with me and my camp folks. Remember back in the days when I wouldn't smoke and I saw the homies doing it, man, I couldn't cope. And why they really love feeling high till I took my first hit and started feeling wild like damn. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me it would be like this. Nobody told me, nah, nobody told me it would feel like this. Nobody told me it would feel like this.
Sick. That's a good track, man.
That was a fucking dope ass track. Nice, man.
Yeah, man.
The anthem right there.
Yeah, that's the theme of today. Yeah, you don't tell you as a little kid that ganja is gonna be fucking sweet. They don't.
I used to always. I was never honestly like in high school and like I had like a bunch of my friends smoking at that time and they would try to tell me to smoke and I'd be like, hey, come kick it. I'd be like, nah, like when you guys are done blazing it, then hit me up so I can go skate with you guys. But I would never want to be around it though.
You're all wearing your Dare shirt and shit.
First Lady Reagan says we shouldn't smoke.
Just say no.
They would be like, my friends would convince me, like, hey, smoke, bro, just smoke. Like, I know you. You're going to be funny as hell when you smoke. I was like, bro, I'm going to be the same person. And then I fucking smoked that first time.
And you just stand up.
Fucking, like, I don't know. Ever since that day, bro, I just wanted to smoke.
Like your eyes have been opened.
Once they told me about the shops and everything, I was done from there. I kept going and going and going, and damn.
Well, shit. Since we're gonna do the geek shit next, but you guys just want to go into the joint report because we've been talking about weed for way too long. All right, let's go into it.
Are you on weed?
Destiny.
Give me some. I'll smoke you two under the table.
Well, that's one of the things I wanted to bring up. Do you guys remember your first time of when you sparked one up? And like, where were you? Who were you around? What kind of shit was going on, Josh?
My first time was in Laughlin at the rye age of, I want to say 15.
Like
14, 15. Chilling in like the hotel rooms with my older cousins, Joe and Michelle. And we were out there they invited me and my brother, and the Foo was along for the ride.
Yeah.
And we had some ganja on the balcony of the hotel. And then after that, I don't even remember what happened. It was my first time.
Yeah.
So it got you the first time then.
Oh, dude.
I had a lot of friends that they fucking did their first time, and then nothing happened. I guess they weren't inhaling properly, or I don't know, but
yeah, that's what I've heard too. So I heard some people say that too, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
like, you can get anything out of it?
I know a lot of people just like hold it in their mouth. They don't.
Yeah,
actually,
like a cigar.
Inhale
Okay.
Yeah, they don't. They just hold it. So it's like you're not gonna get that high until you fully inhale.
Somebody needs to tell these people how to properly pop a cherry, man.
Yeah.
But what about you, man? Anonymous, when was your first time?
I just mentioned it right now too, but I can tell you about the first time I took an edible.
Sure.
Oh.
So one time it was my homie had got an edible, and I don't know if you ever go to like the Mexican restaurants where they have like the little salsa packets.
Do I?
Like the little containers. So he brought me something like that, like a little brownie or cookie, whatever the hell, in that little thing. And he's like, "Here, eat it." They gave it to me. It's free. It's probably not strong. So I ate it, and I was like, "Hey, I don't feel shit, bro. I don't feel anything." And he felt bad. And then like 30 minutes later, it's like a fucking light bulb just went off. And I was like, "Hey, dude." I was like, "Hey, I'm feeling this shit, bro." He's like, "Hey, shut the fuck up. You're lying to me." I was like, "Nah, I'm feeling it, dude." And I'm at the park. And the funny thing is, I see a bunch of people from my grandma's church.
Oh, of course.
All at the park. And they're like,
and then like, nuns are crossing the street over there and shit.
They're like, "Steven, come over." Like, "Steven, hi." And they're like telling me to go over there. And I looked at them and I was like so out of it. I was like, I just walked the other way, bro. I was like, fuck that.
Oh, did they call you out on that later?
Nah, I stopped going to that church.
There you go. That's one way to do it.
Going back
Dude, I was so out of it, bro. Like, I was so out of it. I went to my house and there was too many people there. And I was like, fuck that. So I went to my friend's house. They gave me the brownie and he was having a party. And when I kid you not, bro, and I walked into the house the Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
Goomba, Goomba. They were playing that song and I was so stoned. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Long story short, I ended up passing out in his room. I passed out in his room, like right in the doorway. I was passed out there, and his mom and his stepdad are like, "Hey, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, why is he passed out in our house?" And he's like, "Oh, he had a late night shift. He's just tired."
Late night shift.
Man, that was the name of the strain.
Yeah.
Late night shift. Yeah, my first time was with my cousins. I was in their backyard, and I didn't properly pop the cherry, dude. Like after almost wasting a little bit of their bowl, I'm like, guys, I ain't feeling shit. And they're like, you got to be inhaling it more than you are. Apparently, I had been holding it in my mouth,
Yeah.
and then blowing it
That's
out
what she said.
improperly. Shut up. And then so maybe like an hour later they decided to pack another bowl, and then that's when I was being a little bit more aggressive with my breathing, and yeah, it was night and day, man. Or should I say day and night?
Day and night. Yeah, there it is.
Right.
But yeah, dude, another thing I wanted to bring up too was that I was going through leafly.com, and a couple weeks ago they brought up an interesting article. This one's by Emma Stone. It came out on the 17th of April. The title of it is, Does Cannabis Affect Your Dreams? So I wanted to ask you, Cats, because I mean, you're I know, like the song we just heard, you're not a stoner, but you smoke a lot. You know what I mean? Fucking how does it impact your guys' dreams? Do you see a difference with when you like smoke heavy amounts compared to when you maybe smoke small doses or nothing at all that day?
If I go without smoking, I have lucid dreams. So I can actually remember my dream. I can interact in it. It's
when you
crazy.
don't smoke.
Like when I don't.
Yeah.
When I'm clean. When I'm fully clean,
Right.
like no smoking, or just doing CBD even. Like if I take CBD before I go to sleep, lucid ass dreams, they're fucking fantastic, dude. It feels so real when you're in there. It's amazing.
That's crazy.
When I smoke though, like to pass out, just black out. I'm up the next morning, just right back to it. What about you?
I don't, surprisingly, I don't really dream that much, to be honest.
To begin
Either
with?
that, or I just don't remember them. But it's rare if I do have a dream I remember.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really say it affects me. I just pass out. That's it.
You're high in your dreams too, and then you forget that. That's probably what happened.
Just get high on my dreams, and it'd be like Inception.
Same thing.
Yeah. You know what?
A bowl within a bowl within a bowl.
I'm not that way like Josh is, where like if I stop to take like a break, a tolerance break is what they call them.
Yeah.
That's really when I am going to feel anything, when I take a tolerance break. I don't feel it if I just don't smoke anything at all, like for a day. Because sometimes I'll just like, usually it's once every day at least. Lately, especially lately. But sometimes, like, let's just say I develop a cough or a cold or something like that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just take a break from it until this cough or cold goes away. And so it's fucking the Rona. And then and so when I get back to it, that's when I start feeling changes, because you just took a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
But they're pretty goddamn vivid, I gotta say. Like sometimes, like you're able to control them if you get wise to the shit. Because these, when I don't know what the fuck happens in your brain, but when you finally start getting those vivid ones, and then you get wise to it, and then you're able to control them, dude. Those are fun. It's like playing a fucking video game. Like you start flying and shit. It's crazy.
I learned that shit at a young age, because I was having like I remember yourself, Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was fucking terrified, and I thought I took that whole principle of controlling your dreams and like, what if I can control my dreams? So then I started thinking of like weird shit if I start getting scared, and then from then I can start like thinking about things, and then it'll happen in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's sometimes it's dope.
My grandma used to scare me as a kid. Like she used to put on because she was like a hardcore Christian, so she'll put on like this movie about like the Antichrist and all that.
Oh
shit.
my god!
Yeah, as a kid, she's like, you see what's gonna happen if you don't act right, you're gonna go to hell. Like. And I'd be like, Grandma, I'm only 10, like.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be basing our religion off of some production.
Right? You see the value? You see how high quality that is?
And dude, for years, bro, I was terrified. I would have bad dreams. But now I don't have dreams. It's rare. And if I do have a dream, it's like me hanging out with like Busta Rhymes smoking, and that's pretty much the dream.
There you go.
Pretty good dream.
That's a good dream.
Yeah.
So when that happens, let's just say hypothetically, you're in a dream with Busta Rhymes. Is he spitting fire, or because I mean it's still your brain, it's not actually Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, and which Busta Rhymes is it? Is it Dreadlocks Busta Rhymes? Or is it Bald Busta Rhymes?
It was Bald Busta Rhymes.
The older one. Okay.
Yeah.
My Busta Rhymes would have been the very, very young one that was in the remember it wasn't Mountain Dew, but it was Surge. Remember that when that shit was out?
Oh yeah.
And he was in all the Surge commercials.
Yeah, he
had the dreadlocks and the sunglasses and the fucking beanie. That's my Busta Rhymes right there.
I remember that too. Put your hands where my eyes can see.
Hell yeah. Well, the article says just that. What you're saying, Josh, is that when you take those, when you take less THC, you actually dream more, and when you take more THC, you dream less. So if you're a stoner or just happen to smoke a lot, you end up not having as much dreams as you would. Now, again, like every study that has come out in cannabis related, there's not enough information for us to actually say yes, this is a rule. This happens to everybody's body. The research is still very, very young, and it needs to be peer reviewed. Some of these shit, like some of these research articles that are coming out, people aren't able to replicate them. Therefore, they're not going to be in some kind of scientific journal. But when we get more data, when shit gets more legal around the world, and more doctors start to research this, it's gonna we'll get a better understanding. But at least that's the data we have right now.
Yeah, I think it's 'cause a lot of it too is they say is whenever you have a dream or let's say you experience something, you can only your mind can only take in so much. There might be something you might miss out.
It's pretty much your brain resetting, like for the day.
Yeah, you only when you come back from the dream, you only remember fragments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like it's like a fragmented memory. Yeah, because you're rebooting.
Kind of like similar to how
I think at some point you it's like anything. Like when you tell us when you go through like a real life event or whatever, you'll remember certain parts of that event, and at some point you keep telling that same story, and you start missing pieces. So you start filling in the gaps and making it's not that it's a fake story, but you start filling in those gaps.
Yeah,
and I feel like the same thing with dreams too. Like you remember so much, but then you start adding to it, and then I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not really about the details on first run when you're actually dreaming. It's about more of the storyline that you're putting together while you're doing it.
Yeah. That's pretty much that's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy shit. And inversely, they say that with more CBD, you dream more. But that's only if you take high amounts of CBD. If you take mid or low doses of CBD, there's really no change. So you gotta go in, or you gotta go all out, or you gotta go the fuck home.
Yeah.
So
if you want to
how much do I need to take?
I don't know, dude. How much is too much?
Well, I have a 400 milligrams.
There you go. That'll do it.
Yeah.
You can call that a fucking Friday right there, pal.
Yeah. Be taking it after this podcast.
There you go. That's the spirit. Do you have to go into work tomorrow?
Fuck no.
Oh, I was gonna say you'll be well rested if you do.
Yeah, I don't work on Fridays.
Okay. Yeah. You're all right.
That's the plan though, to be well rested, because usually lately, man, I've just been getting up early and doing shit. So
yeah.
Like Anonymous said, you got to be productive.
I hear that. Cool, man. Well, I think that's gonna do it for a successful joint report there, fellas.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right. Well, let's end this with Geeking Out, shall we?
See.
Okay, nerds, let's go!
All right. Well, today I found out that. Well, by the way, I wanted to ask you guys, Anonymous, are you watching that Michael Jordan documentary that's been coming out on ESPN?
No, I haven't heard about it, to be honest.
What the fuck?
What?
All right, you're missing out, my friend.
Been?
Let me tell you, there is a Michael Jordan documentary every Sunday on ESPN, and I think it's on Hulu too, right, Josh?
Yes, it is on Hulu.
If you subscribe to the ESPN on Hulu or some bullshit like that.
Well,
Yeah.
no, if you subscribe to the ESPN Plus,
Uh-huh.
then you can watch it on Hulu.
Okay.
Or if you have Hulu TV.
So there's this Michael Jordan documentary. It's called The Last Dance. It's about, of course, it gives you an idea of like his earlier years or the years leading up to his last season with the Chicago Bulls in the 90s when they had the dynasty. But The Last Dance is reference to Phil Jackson. That's what he named that last year because he was being let go of the Chicago Bulls for that last year. So for that last year that Phil Jackson was on the Chicago Bulls, for the entire season there was a camera crew that followed them around everywhere, on the plane, on when their travels, all that shit. So they made a documentary about it, but they would be remiss if they didn't actually talk about the years leading up to that last year, and that's what we're seeing right now. I think the last episode was it was heavy on Rodman, right? Dennis Rodman. Did you watch it, Josh?
This last episode was heavy on Dennis Rodman and Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
The first episode was heavy on
Pippen.
I was heavy on Pippen. The second one was heavy on Michael, and then I'm trying to think of what the third and the fourth were. Oh, the third and fourth were on Jerry Krause.
Yeah.
And like their lead up to like their first championship.
And I like what they did with Rodman because he was with the Detroit Pistons before he was on the Bulls with Jordan and Pippen, and then the way that they talk about how the Detroit Pistons motivated the Chicago Bulls to start bulking up. I mean, you see them you see Jordan as I'm not gonna call him skinny, but like as a thinner, slimmer guy. He's more agile that way. But when the Detroit Pistons started physically kicking their ass in the season, and you see that in this documentary, and after that season's over, they start bulking up. They go into the weight room and they just start bulking up, and then boom, that's when you get the fucking the what is it, like the Charmeleon that is Michael Jordan. Like he evolves into like a bigger guy. Like
he bulks up, man.
He bulks up a lot. Him and Pippen bulked up a lot.
Well, dude, that's how he started dominating even later. As soon as he bulked up, there was no stopping him anymore, man. He was a whole new level by that point. And it's so dramatic too, because did you hear the whole controversy how Isaiah Thomas is kind of like he's talking about or like reacting to the last episode where they don't, like, when the Bulls won the Eastern Conference Championship to go to their first
finals,
the 91 championship. Finals, I'm sorry. The Pistons didn't shake the Bulls' hands. They completely just walked right off the court and didn't shake them, similar to how the Celtics did that to them when they went in, I think it was 87, 88. So Michael Jordan always called it like a bitch move. I think Horace Grant even said it. It's like it was a bitch move or a bunch of bitches. That's what Horace Grant said.
I think what makes it more of like bitches is that they walked off the court before the game even ended. It was like seconds away from counting back to zero. So like they didn't even wait for the game to end. They just bounced.
Yeah, they just left. I think it was like 17 seconds left in the game.
But then he contends that was just the thing to do. But it wasn't, because Jordan's just like,
were
we lost.
They losing or did they walk off?
Yeah, they were going to lose. They were about to lose.
The Pistons got swept.
Yeah,
and they got like embarrassed the whole conference finals. So they, Bill Lambier, who was the big tough guy down the middle, the center, he was the one that kind of took charge. At least that's what Isaiah Thomas says. And so ever since then, a lot of people speculated that was the reason why Isaiah Thomas was left off the Dream Team in the 1992 Olympics. Because, dude, he's the only name that was missing from the Olympics that year. Instead, they brought in, I think, what the fuck his name was? Some guy from college, from Duke. I can't fucking remember.
Just some dude.
No, yeah, he was a great college player. The name escapes me. They
Imagine being in college and then you're on a team with Jordan.
Yeah.
Dude.
One day
right?
you're
That's
turning
what
in
I'm saying.
fucking math homework, and then you're playing with Jordan.
For real.
Can you imagine that? What kind of life is that? You can't top that.
No.
Yeah.
He hung himself in
That's
his
a high-
garage later that year.
Wow.
So you said this is like they did a documentary on the whole like their last season with Jordan
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
So what
that's
they do
before
is,
he is that before he did Space Jams or what?
no, it's after
After.
Space Jam. Yeah, Space Jam was before his second three-peat.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
remember Space Jam was during his baseball years when he was playing baseball.
Yeah, so that was before he was playing baseball, right? That was like a year before that.
No, this is his last year in '97 with the Bulls. When Jordan left, and then like I think 3 years later he ended up signing with the Wizards,
Mm-hmm.
and he was in Washington for his last few years.
And that was weird.
Yeah, it was. But this is where this whole season, because Jerry Krause wasn't going to bring back Phil Jackson, he wasn't going to re-sign Scottie Pippen, and they weren't going to trade Jordan. So, and Jordan didn't want to play without Phil. So Jordan's like, I'm just going to retire at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, Jerry
He's
Krause.
already on top
So
of
that's
the
why-
world.
yeah. So that's why this whole documentary is centered around that. Like, they follow them throughout their last season. While they do that, they focus on like sets of players or coaches or figures.
Important people.
And then they recap their history and introduce them, and then they eventually leads back to the original point of the original.
So they've been holding on to this
position.
footage for like years then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently Michael Jordan didn't approve the footage until LeBron won the championship in Cleveland. So it was actually during the parade in Cleveland that Michael Jordan told ESPN, like, yeah, okay, you guys can use the footage now. You can make that documentary.
Or so he lost the bet then or something like that? Or just...
No, this is straight up like, nah, bro, we got to show everyone why I'm still legit. Go ahead and make that documentary.
People start to forget who he is. You know, like
Yeah.
this is fucking Michael
Man,
Jordan. He set a standard for the NBA. A new standard. I mean, not to take anything away with Magic and what's his nose from the Celtics. Help me out.
Larry
here.
Bird.
Yeah, Bird.
Larry Bird.
Not to take anything away from them, but like, you know, they brought the show when it came to those previous finals. But as soon as Jordan hit his stride, he was a player that nobody had ever seen before like him.
Oh, he was an instant star.
Yeah.
I mean, he became a global phenomenon.
Mhm.
It wasn't just a basketball player. He was like a god, and he still
Like an
is, dude.
icon.
This guy can still get fucking buckets. Like, I think they had a bet at one of his Jordan camps with kids, and Chris Paul, who signed with Jordan Brand, he bet Michael Jordan that if he missed one shot from mid range or like anywhere on the 3-point line out of 10 shots, he misses one, he gives everyone in the camp free shoes. And
Nobody
guess what?
got shoes that day.
No one got shoes that day. And dude, Jordan was hitting sick ass threes, like far threes. And then he was at the free throw line, and Chris Paul even covered Jordan's eyes, and he still fucking sank that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Like I think a year ago or a year and
Oh,
a
a
half
year ago?
ago. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
soon,
that's
like
crazy.
relatively recent. So yeah, this documentary releases on Sunday at 6.
Mhm.
They always play back-to-back episodes. So
You get 2 every Sunday.
yeah, man. I mean, if you're interested in Anonymous, look it up. Or
Yeah.
It's dope, dude.
I honestly didn't even know about it. We don't even have cable. We just watch stuff on the internet.
Seek it out
Well,
however
yeah,
you
if
can. It's a good series.
Yeah.
What?
there are ways to find it.
Well, the reason I brought it up, and we might go into a different, crazier tangent right now, but I found this online that says The Last Dance overtakes Tiger King as the world's top documentary. You know how we were saying during this whole quarantine that Tiger King has pretty much taken over the hearts and souls of America. Have you seen Tiger King, Anonymous?
Nah, I haven't, but I've heard about it though.
It's okay. You don't have to, but I'm just saying it's one of those things where like a lot of people have seen it, but nobody's proud to say they've seen it.
Okay.
I'm one of those people. I gotta say that the fact that I saw it makes me I guess I'm in on the joke because I get whatever, all the memes are online and shit when
Yeah.
it comes down to that with fucking Carol Baskin. And
Yeah.
You're part of the machine. That's what you are.
oh, fuck off. No, I mean, listen, it's like let's just put it this way. Have you ever been to Buca de Beppo?
Yeah.
Have you ever just eaten so much that you just regret life for like the next 6 hours? So when you finish the documentary series Tiger King, that's exactly what it's like. You're just like, all right, cool, I did it, but I'm not happy about it. I'm not a better person for it. But it's good pasta, you can't turn it down.
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, apparently it's the number one documentary, and I gotta say I'm not surprised because Tiger King, I think everybody's split on it. People who have decided not to watch it, like Josh, aren't gonna watch it, but anybody who's interested in Michael Jordan will watch this.
Oh hell yeah.
And
yeah.
and some will even watch it twice. I'm down to watch it again, like after this is all over, just to get it in nice, like just in a one whole binge to watch the whole documentary series.
Yeah, for an entire day.
But I'd be damned if I'd be caught dead, watching Tiger King all over again for a second time. That shit,
Don't do it,
that
dude.
shit's on accident if that shit happens.
Don't do it to yourself.
If you find me dead in my living room and Tiger King's on, it was a fucking murder, all right? Because that shit's not gonna happen.
It was Chef Korea.
Yeah, it was my wife.
Well, on that show, they said that his wife killed him or something like that. Oh, that's what they're speculating on.
Carol Baskins killed her husband by drenching him in sardine oil and feeding him to the tigers. That's the theory that is swirling around that story. And,
she's like the female OJ.
I guess
The white female OJ.
Yeah. So, the other thing I wanted to bring up was that I don't know if you've heard, Anonymous, but AMC has beef with Universal.
Oh, I seen that today. Yeah, I seen that.
They got
they're not gonna
beef,
play their
dude.
movies.
They're just like, hey man, you shouldn't have released that movie that everybody seems to like. What is it? Some kind of troll movie, no?
It was Trolls World Tour.
Yeah.
And
Oh, the one with the singing trolls with Justin Timberlake and shit.
Yeah. They released it on video on demand when it was supposed to be released in theaters. So Regal and AMC said that it was like in breach of their contract because they were not sticking to the scheduling. So there would no longer be right, Foo? Am I right?
That's about right. That's about right.
Yeah. So Regal's no longer, so neither Regal or fucking AMC are gonna be showing.
Dude, Regal
Universal
said the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
is my friend.
And
dude.
joined up with AMC, and they're just like, fuck Universal. We're not showing any more of their movies, including Jurassic Park coming out soon, some other cool movies that are supposed to be coming out soon. So so that leads me to ask you guys, who's the dick? Who's the real dick here? Is it Universal, who's just trying to like put shit out for people to watch during this whole quarantine, or is it AMC Regal, who are trying to protect their profits? Obviously, they were hoping that Universal would hold out on these movies. Like a lot of movies have been pushed back. We've talked about that in the podcast before, where a lot of really awesome movies that were anticipated are being pushed months, maybe even years into the future because of this whole thing. But I mean, who's the real dick here? Is it Universal for putting out and essentially breaching a contract for the enjoyment of the people, or is it AMC and Regal for starting this beef with Universal because of that?
Okay. Anonymous, go first.
Universal, right?
They're the dick?
Yeah, well, if they have a contract with them and they don't go about their contract, then they just release it. Isn't that like being a dick?
I guess. But big picture, let's just say big picture, people are stuck in their houses and Universal's just trying to be a cool guy. They're trying to provide you with content and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, trolls. I don't think that's really good content, but yeah.
I gotta
There
say,
is a
man, you
demand,
may not
apparently.
think so, but it did really well. A lot of people,
yeah?
everybody's stuck at home with their kids, so they're gonna throw that
Yeah,
on,
they
you
got
know.
yeah,
So
they're gonna throw it on all day.
That's the new Baby Shark doo-doo.
yeah.
Yeah, for
There
real.
you go.
Well, the reason AMC and Regal are so upset is because it got great reviews. So essentially, it would have done really well in the movie theater. Therefore, they would have
Yeah,
banked.
that's a lot of
They
yeah,
banked
that's a
on
lot of
that.
money that they lost.
Yeah. What
Damn.
about you, Josh? Who's the dick?
So let's look at it from both sides here. Universal is just trying to make a buck. I mean, come on, we need more content during this time. You're
Yeah.
correct. But also, based off of what Regal and AMC were saying, Universal's taking advantage of the times by releasing it as a video on demand.
Mm-hmm.
By reaping all of the profits instead of having to do like a profit share with movie theaters.
Yeah,
They get everything.
that is
They
pretty
just
smart though.
Yeah, they only have to pay like a small percentage with these streaming devices and stuff that would have to, that they could purchase the stuff on.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised they don't.
I, I'm with Anonymous on this, and I think Universal's the dick. I think Regal and AMC are holding their ground because, I mean, come on, man, it's still the movie theaters. Unless they give them something like, hey, here's like a fucking fine for missing our schedule. Boom, let's clear the air.
Here's a
and
poster.
Get Jurassic. Yeah, here's a poster for Jurassic Park Dominion in AMC theaters this July.
You know what I think might happen is listen, there's not a whole lot of competition other than AMC and Regal around these parts, at least not here in Southern California. Is there like another company that's not a drive-in theater that is huge like that? Probably not, right? Other than the ArcLight. But that's not a big chain.
There's a Renaissance down the street, but I don't think that's that big.
That's not a chain either, I don't think.
Yeah.
Aside from like Pacific theaters, which are the drive-ins.
Yeah.
So they'll probably still carry them.
There is one theater I'm trying to think of. Like I went to it in Texas, but it's Harkins. Harkins Theater. That's another theater chain. So that most likely would end up.
Well, I think that this is the beginning of something new, man. I think that if AMC and Regal stick to their guns and refuse to play any more Universal, probably for the next year, 2, 3, I don't know, whatever, however long they have this beef for, this might force Universal's hand to one, go exclusively on their app. Aren't they releasing an app with NBC? That's a Universal property, the Peacock. They can put all their movies there. They can be as big budgeted as you want, or maybe not now anymore. Or Universal will start its own chain of theaters.
I think it'd be smart to do the app, no? Because they can have people pay for the app, or wait till the movie comes out and pay for that specific movie, and they can watch it at their home.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally would say that
kind of like what Disney does with the Disney Plus.
No, I mean they should do that. They should have it.
I'm surprised they're not doing that right now. Or they're working on that.
Peacock comes out in at the end of May, so it's still
right.
like 3 more weeks until it comes out. But I mean, no, that's an option. Like, what if they instead they have it on when they release it on their app, and they just charge, like, if you want to watch the movie, you have to pay like $15 to watch the movie, and then you can watch it as much as you want.
And you can get like a popcorn coupon card and go to your kitchen, open up a bag.
On Amazon, work in conjunction with Amazon. There you go. Boom. There you go, Jeff Bezos. Marketing idea.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few ways this could go if this beef continues, because Universal's not going to stop making movies. That's just a given.
Yeah. That's their whole business.
Yeah. I mean, they got their TV division, but that's NBC. And they're part of an even bigger conglomerate too, with General Electric. They're owned by General Electric, so
which is owned by the Scheinhart Wig Company.
Oh my God! Well, there you go, the Illuminati, everybody. But yeah, that's interesting. I didn't think you guys would side with with AMC and Regal on this one. I thought it'd go the
It's
other
a
way.
twist.
Yeah. I didn't have any opinion. You know me. I'm just like, I'll fucking, I'll let these guys duke it out and like just give me my movies. I don't care. I don't care what happens. But I think that was a successful geeking out there, Josh.
Seafood.
Well, Anonymous, man, it's been fun, man. It's been a while. Let's not wait too long until the next time, man.
Definitely, man.
Hit us up the next time you drop another track. Now, you said there's a few in the works, right? Still?
Yeah.
So
I've been working on a bunch of music. I got a video coming out soon too.
Okay.
We just recorded a video not that long ago.
Uh-huh.
So we're just editing it, and then once it's done, we're gonna put it out.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait, dude. It's all good stuff. All the stuff you put out is pretty enjoyable, dude.
Thank you, man. I seen your video too recently too. It came out really good.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, it was fun to film. It was a trip, but it's our
Where'd you
first
guys
video.
film it at?
There's a spot in LA, man. It's like in one of the shittiest parts of LA, but you get it. Once you're inside, you know, unharmed, you you go in and every specific room, and every room I gotta say is like 25 by 25 feet. It's a pretty sizable room. Maybe even bigger than that, actually. I might be downplaying it, but there's multiple rooms, like a lot. It's an entire building, a concrete building, and every room is like
was there a couch in this room?
There's there was a black leather couch in one of the rooms
with a desk in it for some reason.
Yeah.
Why is that tripod right there?
I don't know. I don't know what his name was.
Does know what his dick tastes like?
Hey, whoa, what the fuck? Whoa.
What happened? Huh?
No, but every room has its own specific kind of theme to it, and it took us some time to find this kind of background. You saw, I mean, you're talking about the music video. You saw that blue background we were in with all those LEDs. As soon as we saw it, we're like, that's the fucking room, you know. Because that's the theme. That's kind of the color of the band too, and shit. So
Yeah.
but yeah, man, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's right. You said that was in downtown LA?
Downtown LA, yeah. I think it's called like L4. I can give you the info.
But you said it was like near Skid Row or what?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's LA. The entire fucking city is Skid Row at this point. But yeah, it's downtown LA. Like you can see the main buildings from where you're standing.
Because I was like tripping out because I did a video in downtown LA too where they had a bunch of like little photo studios too.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if it's the same place.
Could be, man.
Was that
Could
in
be.
like Arts District?
Close to it?
Okay.
Close.
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I got it on Pure. I looked up on Pure Space.
Yeah, that's where I found it too. So
Yeah.
that's probably we're probably talking about the same building.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Did it smell like pee?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remembered mine.
I remember my first studio. Boy, that takes me back.
Yeah, the smell of my own pee takes me back. Whenever I have a nice big cup of coffee, I was like, it's like filming the music video all over again.
Oh, that's a great way to end this pod. I
Good
think.
times. Well, again, man, Anonymous, come back soon, man. Don't wait another year for us to link up, man. You know, they're saying that we can't have live shows until like fall of 2021. So like, what's a guy to do? You know, so if you keep putting out music, I'm gonna keep pressing play, bro.
Definitely, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. All right, well, until next time, thank you all very much for listening into the Foobar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe, and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. You can always reach us at Foobar Show. That's FOOBarshow.com. And FOOBar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. I've been Josie.
I've been Josh.
And for Anonymous, look him up on YouTube. Signing off saying, don't be a dick!